My father invited a stranger to Christmas dinner, and she burned our family to the ground. My father had triple bypass surgery in September, and he wouldn't stop talking about the brilliant young woman who saved his life. A prodigy, he said. Top of her field at only 25. When he announced she'd be coming for Christmas dinner with me and my daughter, I assumed it was a thank you gesture. Then he told me the real reason. Your daughter needs to see what a woman who kept her legs closed can accomplish. Let her choke on it. I felt my stomach turn. My daughter was walking into an ambush, and she didn't even know it. She's always late to family dinners, and honestly, I've never blamed her. The surgeon arrived right on time, and my father treated her like royalty. She was poised, polite, but something about her felt off. She watched us a little too closely, her gaze lingering on the family photos and the nativity scene and me. Dinner started without my daughter, and somewhere between the ham and the third glass of wine, my father asked the surgeon if she had children. No, she said. He launched into his lecture about young women today waiting too long and focusing on careers instead of families. My mother nodded along. At least you're not like some girls who throw everything away before they're old enough to vote. My father jumped right in. We had to deal with that in our own family. Our granddaughter made a disgusting mistake when she was 16 and almost ruined everything we built. I set my fork down. Dad, stop. He ignored me. Thank God we handled it properly. Made her give it up for adoption. Best decision we ever made for her, even if she was too stupid to see it. The surgeon's face was completely still. She hadn't touched her food. My mother waved her hand. She's a medical professional. I'm sure she's seen much worse than a little family history. That's enough, I said. She's not even here to defend herself. My father slammed his glass down. Defend herself? What's she going to say? That she didn't spread her legs for some boy in the back of his car? That she didn't almost destroy this family's reputation? She was 16 years old, I said. Old enough to know better, he shot back. Old enough to face the consequences. My mother nodded. We did what any good Christian family would do. We protected the family name and gave that baby a chance at a real life. I felt 25 years of silence rising in my throat. You didn't give that baby anything. You ripped her out of my daughter's arms 3 days after she gave birth. I was there. I watched her beg to keep her child, and you handed her a pen and told her to sign or get out. My father's face turned red. That baby was a sin. It was born from filth and it would have grown up to be filth. We did everyone a favor, including that bastard child. The surgeon's knuckles went white around her water glass. I stood up from the table. You don't get to talk about a baby like that. He laughed. Sit down. You've always been too soft on that useless whore and her mistake. The surgeon's eyes locked onto my father like she was memorizing every word. Say that again, I told him. My mother grabbed my arm. Stop making a scene. My father leaned back in his chair. I said what I said. Your daughter is a whore and that baby was better off without her. We cleaned up the mess. End of story. I was about to say something I could never take back when the front door opened. My daughter walked in still wearing her coat, already apologizing for being late. She stepped into the dining room and froze when she saw the guest. The surgeon turned slowly in her chair, and the moment she saw my daughter's face, something changed. Her whole body went rigid and her napkin slipped from her lap to the floor. My daughter gave an awkward wave. Sorry, I didn't know we had company. The surgeon didn't respond. She just stared at my daughter like she was seeing a ghost, her eyes welling up with tears. My father cleared his throat and gestured toward my daughter with his wine glass. This is our granddaughter, the one we were just discussing. He said it with a smirk like it was a joke, like the surgeon was in on it now. The surgeon's jaw tightened. My daughter shifted uncomfortably. Nice to meet you. Still nothing from the surgeon. She just kept staring. My daughter looked at me with wide eyes. Mom, what's going on? Why is she looking at me like that? I didn't have an answer. I didn't understand what I was watching. The surgeon pushed her chair back and stood up slowly. My mother leaned forward. Are you feeling all right, dear? The surgeon didn't even look at her. She took a step toward my daughter, then another. My daughter backed up until she hit the doorframe. Okay, you're freaking me out. The surgeon stopped right in front of her, close enough to touch, and I saw her face clearly for the first time since my daughter walked in. I noticed the shape of her jaw and the way she tilted her head, and something clicked in my chest. The surgeon reached out and touched my daughter's cheek with trembling fingers. When she spoke, her voice cracked on a single word. Mom. My father's face went white as he realized the woman he'd been calling a prodigy all night was the great-granddaughter he called a disgusting mistake. I couldn't breathe.